Hi, welcome back to The Books Are Everywhere. So morning, welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. It is 8 AM and I am at uni. I've just got here quite early, so I thought I'd just drop in and introduce this video. It's quite dark this morning and kind of like grey. Even though it's 8 AM now, it's very dark still. But anyway, that is beside the point. Yeah, I thought I'd just introduce this reading vlog. I have just finished a book actually on my way to uni. I was listening to the end of the audiobook I was listening to, which was Vampires Never Get Old, which is an anthology with a lot of different authors, and there is a lot of different stories about vampires, and I really liked it. There is a story in there by V. Schwab, which was one of my favourites. It comes as no surprise, which is actually going to be turned into a Netflix TV series, I think, at some point, just her story out of all of them. I honestly think it would have been really cool to take all of the short stories, or like some of them, and make it into like a mini series, which with each episode focusing on each story, because there was like only a couple in there that I didn't click with as much, and unfortunately those were the ones that I listened to with Mark in the car yesterday, because I thought it'd be nice for us to listen to them together, because they're short stories so you can just like dive in and out of the book. So we listened to a couple yesterday on our way back from holiday, and they were both of them were like the ones I was like least impressed with, sadly, but I really enjoyed the rest of them a lot. Like I really liked the stories. There are some that really stood out, and I think I'll check out more by those authors because I really love them. And then there was a couple by authors that I'd already read from, like V. Schwab and Julie Murphy, which I really liked their stories. And yeah, overall it was just great if you're looking for a diverse short story anthology about vampires, taking kind of the traditional vampire myths and legends that we have, which are normally following white cis males, then, and turning on its head, then really go and check that one out, because it was so interesting. It was great to see diverse characters in like vampire stories, and I really liked it. Perfect for this time of year as well. So yeah, I definitely check that out if it sounds like it's interesting to you. I am also reading The Mercies by Kiramald Hargrave, and although it's a little bit bleak, I am enjoying it. It is following a group of women who live on a Norwegian island, and all of their men go missing at sea, and most of them, well, all of them die. So they're only kind of left with like young boys and children in the village and women, and it follows them, and then it also follows a priest, I think, from Scotland who is coming over to the island, or has been sent over to the island, and his new young wife. There are some definite like trigger warnings and content warnings. There was a rape scene that I read last night, so if that there is a few warnings. If you are interested in the book, I would check them out, but so far I'm about 100 pages in and I am really enjoying it. I'm finding it really interesting. I'd be interested to see where that one goes. I'm also going to start Tunnel of Bones by V. Schwab today, which is the second Cassidy Blake or City of Ghosts book, which I'm looking forward to. Me and Alex are hosting a read-along of those books at the moment. And this week's book is Tunnel of Bones, so I'm going to listen to the audiobook of that one on the way back, and then we've got a live show tonight, which we will be reading Tunnel of Bones in that live show. So yeah, I'm going to listen to the audiobook on the way back later, and then I will be reading more of it in the physical format in the live show. So looking forward to reading that one, because I had actually read City of Ghosts before, but I haven't read Tunnel of Bones before, so it won't be a reread, it'll be completely new to me, and I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes. I really liked the audiobook of City of Ghosts, so I'm gonna listen to the audiobook of Tunnel of Bones for the first bit anyway. But yeah, I will go now to go to uni, go to my class, and then start another audiobook and hopefully read some of the Mercies in there as well. Hi, it is Tuesday and I thought I'd do an update because I have read things, but I'm doing a faceless update because I'm having a lazy day. I was meant to go into uni today and I didn't because my lecture was ill and couldn't do the class, so I went back to bed and I've had a pretty lazy day, which has been really, really nice and much needed. But anyway, I finished Tunnel of Bones yesterday. I read the entire thing yesterday, most of it on audiobook while I was driving, and then I finished the last like 60 pages or so in physical format. Can we just appreciate this cover with the skulls on it? And the back cover as well. Honestly, this is beautiful. But yeah, loving this series so far. In this one, we follow Cassidy Blake as she goes to Paris with her family, with her mum and dad, who are filming yet again part of their TV show where they look for ghosts in cities all over the world. And this one is in Paris, and Cassidy is a ghost. Well, she can pull back the veil and cross over to the other side, and her best friend is a ghost. And this one is definitely darker than the others. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to give spoilers, but there is more of like a defined focus in this story, and it's definitely darker and spookier, which I really, really liked. Definitely spooky for a middle grade, but I really loved it. I loved the setting of Paris as well. It was perfect for this story and it made me miss Paris as well. But yeah, a lot to love about this book. They also tackle some really interesting topics. I'm really looking forward to seeing where the third one goes. I hadn't read this one before, and I haven't read Bridge of Souls before, but I had read City of Ghosts, so we're in new territory. This one was new territory for me and I really, really liked it. Honestly, yeah, I just love these. They're middle grade, spooky, perfect for this time of year, and they are just so much fun, so entertaining, so spooky, and I absolutely loved it. I'm also reading The Mercies by Kiramald Hargrave, and I am over halfway through this book now. I thought I was bang on halfway, but I had my pages wrong, so I'm over halfway and I am enjoying this book. It's quite slow, but I really like the themes and I feel like I'm definitely getting into it a bit more now. This is very feminist. It follows an island full of women after they lose their men to the sea, and their men die, so it follows them, and it also follows somebody who's moving to their island with her kind of controlling husband, moving from Scotland. This island is in Norway. It's a Norwegian island, but yeah, it's very bleak. Again, perfect for this time of year. I am really enjoying it. I've read a couple of Kieran's books before, but this is, I think, the first adult book by her that I've read. I think it might be her only adult book that she has out at the moment. Feel free to tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it's her only adult book. But I love how she kind of crosses different audiences, and I am really enjoying this. I don't think it'll be a 5-star. There is, it's not like a new favourite book, but I am enjoying it. It is quite slow, and it is quite bleak, and there is some trigger warnings for this if you are going to go into it, but I love the feminist themes. I really like the characters, really like Ursa, who is the one that's moving to the island with her husband, and this is, yeah, really good so far. I've read a big chunk of this, nearly 100 pages of it today, and I am going to carry on reading it today as well. Hi, apologies for the angle and the lighting, but I'm at work and I thought I would do a book haul for you because it's dangerous working in a bookshop. I have a lot of books right now that I bought today because there are so many beautiful editions and I just wanted to show them to you, and some pre-orders came through and things like that, so I will show you what I have, which is this big stack next to me, and a bag. I did also buy some Christmas presents, which obviously I won't show you, but I will tell you what I got. So first off, I have a book that I actually traded for with a colleague, and we did like a little 3-way trade, and that is for the Fox edition of Once Upon a Broken Heart, which is absolutely beautiful. My dream with this book was to get the Fox and the book, and if I got those two I'd be happy. I didn't want the whole set, and I've got the Fox now because I traded with my lovely colleague Jo. Thank you, Jo. And she traded with somebody else, so Jo is going to have my Arrow one, which she would like because she's a Sagittarius, which is very sweet. And she got me the Fox one, which is absolutely beautiful. And that also brings me on to also being able to get the book one. This just randomly arrived at work today. We had 5 copies and they were all the book cover. So I got the ones that I wanted. I'm so happy. That was like all I wanted from that book, was to get those two. So I'm very happy. I didn't expect it to happen, but it did. I'd honestly given up hope on those two, but we got there in the end. I also could not resist this beautiful new hardback of June, which I've never read. so I don't own a copy, but how beautiful is this? And when I saw those sprayed edges, I was like, no, I'm having that, that's mine. It is absolutely stunning. The spine is also stunning. It has like a quote on, words on, yeah, it has a quote on. And it is just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, as I said, I haven't read this, but I also don't own an edition, and I would like to read it, so I thought, why not just buy this absolutely beautiful special exclusive edition to add to my shelf, so when I finally do read it, I have this lovely edition. Just taken the sticker off it, but yeah, it is beautiful. I also had a book that I ordered come through, which is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I've not actually read this either, but it's one I've wanted to read for a while, and I love, love, love this 80th anniversary edition. It is so pretty. The camera does not do it justice, but this is like foil embossed, and then under the cover it actually has an R. And it's just absolutely beautiful. Mark actually said this reminds him of Jane Eyre, which is one of my favourite books. So I wanted to read it because of that. Also, Books Nest recently read it and loved it and read it really quickly. So although it is a bit of a daunting one, I do really want to pick it up. Hopefully soon. I don't know if it's going to be picked up soon. I really want to read it soon because I want to read it like it's Gothic Victorian. So I want to read it like autumn time. But you never know. Hopefully I'll get around to it soon. I also bought this beautiful hardback copy of Mooncakes, which is a graphic novel that I absolutely love. I have a paperback copy of this book, and it is just beautiful. It is beautiful. It's LGBT, it's about witches. I honestly might reread this one soon because I just absolutely love it so much, and I could not recommend this enough. It is absolutely beautiful, and the colours in this and the drawings in this are amazing, and they have a bookshop. Just read this book. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And then the last one I have was actually a proof copy, which is Good Intentions by Kasim Ali, which I don't know much about, but it sounds really interesting. It doesn't come out until the 3rd of March next year, and it is a kind of hidden romance. There must be a better word for that. Forbidden romance. There we go. Honestly, my brain today. But yeah, I think it's like a forbidden romance because Nah, who is one of the main characters, has a girlfriend called Yasmina, and at midnight on New Year's Eve he's going to tell his Pakistani parents the truth that he has spent years hiding his personal life from them to preserve his image as a golden child, that he has built a life with the woman he loves and she is black. So yeah, this sounds really interesting. I'm really excited to read it. We just had a box of proofs turn up at the shop, so I requested to have this one because it sounds really interesting. So that is another one I've added to my TBR. So this is my little book haul. I feel like I'm doing these up weekly at the moment. I'm very happy. So I've read these, I've read the Mooncakes, I haven't read these three, so I've got half and half, which is fine. But yeah, I've gone a bit mad recently. I'm finally going home today after 2.5 weeks of being with Mark, so it's going to be a bit, there's a lot of books to take into the house, because I have acquired quite a lot over the past few weeks, but oh well, it'll be fine. But anyway, I'm going to go back to work now. But I just wanted to do that book haul with you, and I will catch up at some point. I haven't really read that much, but I will update you when I actually do some more reading. Welcome to Friday. It's Friday. I need to go to uni in a minute, but I've just filmed a quick video and I had some more posts to unwrap, so I thought I would just do that with you guys, because why not? It's not book related, which is why I didn't include it in the other video. However, I thought I would just unwrap it with you, because why not? And basically because I haven't been at home for a while, I've come home to loads of posts. Some of it is really boring, like this anti-slip mat, which I will explain in a second. Some of it is more exciting, like this big box here that I'm unboxing, which I am fairly sure what it is, and I'm very excited for. But again, it isn't book related. It is actually a turntable, not like a DJ turntable. It is a baking turntable for icing cakes, which is really cool, and I need the non-stick mat to go on top of here so I can put a cake on it and ice it without it slipping around on the turntable. So that is my kind of exciting but not bookish related item. I also have this Etsy parcel, which I have ordered something from Etsy, but it was from a friend, and I don't think she sent it. So it might be that, but it might also be something else. I don't know. I don't think I've ordered anything else on Etsy recently. Okay, so this definitely isn't what I've ordered on Etsy. This is something else which is absolutely beautiful, and I can only imagine that somebody has had sent to me for my birthday. There is a little envelope with a note, let's see. This is absolutely beautiful. Oh, this is from my friend Tavy, and this is so gorgeous. It says, "Dear Beth, happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day. We need to catch up soon. Love, Tavy." In this gorgeous envelope. All this packaging is sustainable, and it is absolutely beautiful. I love it. So like the stamps on the box saying it's been sustainably delivered. Please recycle me. There's paper tape on the box to be recycled. Tavy knows me well in this sense, like, whatever it is, it smells amazing. And there's like little dried flowers and stuff in the box, which is really, really cute. Oh, it is a birthday cake soy candle, soy wax with vanilla essential oil. It's vegan, natural and handmade, and it smells amazing already. That is, oh, that smells like cake. It smells kind of lemony. I really like it. And it's got sprinkles on the top, which is so cute. I don't know if they're actual sprinkles, they really could be. It smells really good. Oh, thank you, Tavy, that is absolutely adorable. I love that, and the packaging is just beautiful too. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's all the post I've had. I thought I'd just show you that random post. But yeah, I'll give you a quick update on what I'm reading and how I'm doing. Sorry this is so fast, I do need to leave soon, but I'm still reading the Mercies by Kiramald with Hargrave. I'm very close to the ending, and I'm hoping I'll get to finish this one today sometime, so I can move on to my next book of Spoopathon, which is the last one and the one that gets me out of the haunted house. But yeah, this is really good so far. I'm really enjoying it. I don't think it's going to be a 5-star, but there is a lot to love about this book. It is very feminist. I love the female relationships, and the women supporting women is just great, and it does have some really hard topics, but I feel like they are tactfully dealt with, and they are there to propel the story. They don't feel like, you know, they shouldn't be there or they're kind of needless. They are very much needed in this story, and I really enjoy it. It's very bleak. It is kind of harrowing. It feels kind of good for this time of year, but I am enjoying it. It's probably going to be a 4-star. Hoping to finish this one very, very soon. I also have started rereading Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Me and my boyfriend watched the film on Saturday night, and I really enjoyed rewatching the film, but I definitely saw some problems with the relationship dynamic that I haven't really noticed before, because it's been a long time since I read this book and I have grown up a lot in that time. I have read Jane Eyre 4 or 5 times in my life. For the first time I read it when I was about 11. It is one of my favourite classics, and I am really, really enjoying it so far. However, we haven't gotten to the relationship bit. I am a lot further in than that. I'm probably around 150 pages in now, but I'm listening to this on audiobook and really, really enjoying the audiobook. I still feel like this is one of the most accessible classics that I've ever read, considering I read it for the first time when I was 11 and I fully enjoyed and understood the story. I just feel like the language is a lot easier to understand than most classics, and I'm definitely finding that this time around as well, listening to the audiobook. So this is going to be an interesting one, but I have always really, really loved this book, and I am still really loving it. It is perfect for autumn, and I'm really glad I am rereading it. It is one of the last books in the Wordsworth collection that I haven't read, and even though I have read this one before, I thought I would really complete the cycle by reading this one. I'm finishing the whole set in the year. I think I have like 3 more books to read in the set that I'm definitely going to read by the end of the year, and Jane Eyre is in there as well, so I'm going to read this one, and I am really enjoying it so far. I'm glad I'm rereading it. Anyway, I am gonna go hopefully finish the Mercies at some point today, and I will catch up with you soon. thought we would have a nice cozy end to this reading vlog because look at my new pumpkin lights, and I put batteries in them and they are so cute. I love them. They are actually like glass and they're so pretty. They're like kind of speckled. I don't know. You'll have seen them in another clip, but they're very beautiful. Anyway, I thought I would just give you a reading update, and I also have a few parcels to unwrap, so I thought we would do that as well. Actually, let's do that first because I want to know what's in here because I can't think of anything of this kind of size that I have ordered, so I'm not sure what this one is. Ah, okay, so this is Flora's Travelling Christmas Shop by Rebecca Raisin, and this one I'm actually part of the blog tour for, so that is why I have this one, and it just sounds so cute, and I thought it'd be perfect to kind of get me in the mood for Christmas. And this one comes out on the 28th of October with HQ Stories, and it just sounds so fun. So it's following a woman called Flora who loves Christmas, and she works in a Christmas emporium, but she gets fired, and now she has the chance to follow her dreams, and she turns her camper van into a Christmas shop, and she goes to Lapland, and this just sounds amazing, and I really can't wait to honestly dive into this one over the next couple of weeks. It just sounds so cute and so fun, so thank you to HQ Stories and My Desk Publishing who sent me this one as part of the blog tour. I'm very excited to get to this one. I also have another parcel from Waterstones, which I think I do know what it is. It was a pre-order. So I wasn't entirely sure when this was coming out, but I had a dispatch note the other day, and this is So Many Beginnings by Bethany C. Morrow, and this is a Black Little Women retelling. I'm very excited to read it. It's been on my TBR for a while, ever since Alex actually sent me a message saying, have you seen this? It looks amazing. So I did pre-order it, and it's very, very pretty. I'm very excited to read it. So yeah, this is basically, oh, it's so pretty underneath. It has like a tiny little embossed bit as well. Which is a little flower. So yeah, this is really, really pretty. It's also not too long, and I have been itching to kind of reread Little Women closer to Christmas and definitely rewatch the film, the 2019 film. So maybe I can do that in the form of reading this new retelling, which I'm very excited for. So this literally follows Meg, Jo, Beth and Amy, the 4 March sisters, as they grow up, but they're also, and it's also set in 1863, but it's set as the American Civil War rages on, and it is from the point of view of these black sisters. So very excited to read this one. Some very exciting book mail today that has perked me up. After a long day at work. I'm very excited for both of these. I also bought this edition of They Both Die at the End, which is a bit of a weird one because although I did really like the book, I didn't want this and I wasn't going to buy it. However, it actually has an essay in about TikTok that inspired my dissertation topic, and I kind of needed access to that essay and knew it was in here, so I bought this copy purely for the essay, which is 2 pages long. But Adam Silvera has basically written an essay on TikTok and how it's changed his book, and how it gave the book a second life. So I wanted to read that, which is interesting, and it is a nice edition. It's just not really something I'd have gone for. It's very gold. Also, it's signed, but it's signed in the weirdest place. It's signed here on the end papers, which is really odd considering there is space for a signature on the title page, but you do you, Adam Silvera. But I also picked up that one today. Anyway, on to books that I have read and I'm reading and all that jazz. I am still reading Jane Eyre, which I'm really enjoying and having some thoughts about, considering like it has been a while since I've read it, but as I think I said before, I have read Jane Eyre multiple times ever since I was 11. I think I was 11 when I first read Jane Eyre, and I've read it probably 4 times since then, and this might be my 4th or 5th time reading it. And I am really enjoying it, but I definitely have some differing opinions on it as I am growing up, and I definitely see a lot more problems with the dynamic between Jane and Mr. Rochester, which I definitely found watching the film recently as well. But I feel like I love Jane Eyre because of Jane. I feel like Jane always sticks to her morals and her roots, and especially for a book of that time, that's really kind of impressive and rare, and I've always loved how she really stands up for what she believes in. She turns away from situations when she knows things aren't right, and I think that's something I really admire in her. literally one of the like main quotes from it is something about being ensnared and being free, and I feel like the book explores that a lot, in being a woman in those times and having your own kind of freedom and choice. So I'm really enjoying reading that one again on audiobook. Never read it on audio before, so that's very exciting. I also finished The Mercies by Kiramald Hargrave late last night, and I really enjoyed this. I gave it 4 stars in the end. I was in the middle of a 3.5 and a 4, but there are so many themes that I really liked, and honestly I couldn't pick up on that much that I disliked. Other than the fact I did find the writing particularly slow. It took a while for me to get through this one. I mean, it took me like 5 days, but it felt like a while considering it is 350 pages. It's not actually that long a book, but it does explore some really interesting topics. I really love the female friendship in this one and the empowering women and the themes of feminism in here. I don't really read a lot of historical fiction, which might be why I didn't quite click sometimes. However, I did really enjoy it, and yeah, there is not much to fault, which is why I ended up giving it 4 stars. I think there's something that just didn't really click sometimes, and that was probably to do with the fact that I don't read a lot of historical fiction. But overall, I did really enjoy it, explored some really interesting themes. I would definitely recommend it if it sounds like something you're interested in, and I do love Kiramald Hargrave's writing. So next I'm going to read Medusa by Jessie Burton. This is for my last prompt in the Spoopathon, my Spoopathon TBR, which is Read It After Dark. And as this one isn't too long, it's just under 200 pages I think, or just over 200 pages. Yeah, it's around 200 pages. I'm hoping I can actually get through this one in the next few days. Although I do read a lot after dark, I do also read like on my breaks at work and stuff, so it is a little bit difficult, and I just ended up picking up quite a random book earlier to fill my time at work. However, I'm going to get started on this one tonight, and yes, let's escape the haunted house for the first time in Spoopathon. I'm very excited. My last prompt, so let's do it. Anyway, I am going to actually close this vlog here as I am working tomorrow. I need to be up early and I don't really want to have to do it very early in the morning. So I am going to say goodbye here. I hope you've enjoyed this weekly reading vlog. It's nice to be back into a kind of routine of doing these things. And I have some exciting things planned for next week, so look out for my next weekly reading vlog. Some travelling and things like that, and some more reading of course. Have some exciting things to read, so yeah, bookish related things happening. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please like and comment down below and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, and I'll see you next time guys. Bye!